Dan, I'm starting to officially get concerned about baseball and timing.
Officially?
Can I just jump in? I can't believe that you genuinely believe this take of yours.
I do.
Like, baseball is better. It's so much better to watch now.
Well, hold on. Okay. Yesterday, Sandy, the reigning Cy Young, pitched a 1 hour and 57-minute complete game shutout, which is obscenely fast. Very quick game.
I couldn't even put my kid to bed to watch it.
Well, okay. So
it started at 6:40, so it's done before 8:40.
Which, by the way, Marlins, we're going to have a conversation about this because right now 6:40 is not a good time for me.
Right. We used to start it at 6:40 because they took so long.
Yeah.
They're not taking as long now. Let's get back 7:05.
Here's what happened yesterday, in case you're wondering, in the Gill household. 6:40 is prime time, feeding, bath time, put the baby to bed time, right? So we start that process. We're doing that. I sit down at 8:30 because
and your wife is hiding your things. Whenever she leaves the room, she's taking things she doesn't want in the house, like your shirts or socks and stuff, and throwing them in the garbage can when you're not looking.
I haven't been able to prove it yet, but it's a strong suspicion of mine that it's not that I'm reckless and I lose my things. It's that it's getting thrown away. That's the only solution I have for this.
I have a solution for you.
What's that?
Those little Ring cameras or the Blink cameras.
Yeah.
You put it, and then you just download the app on your phone, and it's motion detected, so you can see whenever anyone's rummaging around your stuff.
Okay, so I should just wire my entire house with cameras
and spy on your wife.
I'm just saying, but you can put them like very, very tastefully, so they're not obvious, like behind a plant.
Yeah, but you're not spying on your wife.
No,
you do it under the umbrella of just making sure everything's okay when I'm not there.
Yeah, some safe links.
Right. Yeah.
Throughout the house.
Don't tell her.
Making sure the inside of my kitchen is safe.
But then
the safest thing is to not tell her. Trust me on this.
I'd also probably have to then go through hours and hours and hours of footage just to try to identify a shirt when someone's going through a drawer, and then follow. But anytime anyone goes by anything, it sets it off and it records. Then I'd have to follow the cameras throughout my house to see where this shirt may or may not end up. It seems like a full-time job trying to track down one shirt.
I mean, do it the way you're doing it now, just guessing. I wonder if she is or not.
I don't want to know.
You know what I mean? Have answers. There you go.
Yeah,
She's
but
doing
sometimes you don't want to know.
You want to suspect, though.
Yeah,
you do want to suspect, but you don't want to actually know. Because you think she might be.
I don't want to confirm the betrayal should it be true. You know what I mean?
What's missing?
I don't know. That's the thing. That's how my wife wins, is because I don't know it's missing until I need it, and then I can't find it, and then I know it's missing. It's the perfect crime. It's like stabbing someone with an icicle.
But it also might be that you're just messy and put it in a place, and then you find all these things in the trunk of your car with 12 hats at some point, too.
12, that's low. It could be that, but I don't think it's that. I'm telling you.
Well, you suspect.
That's not what we're talking about today,
I'm
Daniel.
sorry. So you're putting, but you're doing, your point is, you need sports to be more convenient for you because you've entered adult time. Adult time of taking care of a child, and you need the Marlins to play at your pace.
Well, here's the thing. So we started that, and Chris was talking about it because it's put the baby to bed time. 6:40. I sit down at 8:30, and it's the bottom of the sixth inning. It's insane. And then the baby cries, so I go to put her back to sleep, and I come back out, and it's 9 o'clock, and the game's over. The game was over at 9 o'clock. I saw 4 pitch. I saw John Birdie bat. That's not the part of the game I wanted to watch. John Birdie batting. Get out of here. With all due respect to the Birdies, I'm sure they're a lovely family, but I didn't want to watch John Birdie bat. Yes, I want to watch Sandy pitch Sandy's Beach, which, by the way, did you see they renamed part of the beach down here Sandy's Beach, officially, which is kind of cool. City of Miami Beach.
I have
Sandy's
some of that
Beach?
sand if you guys want any of it.
An icicle?
Is there anything out there that suggested Sandy's Beach?
A sign that says "Welcome to Sandy's Beach, City of Miami Beach," whatever. I'm gonna go look for it, take a picture before because to be honest with you, once we leave these studios, I'm probably not gonna be in Miami Beach.
We're never coming back. There are assassinations around here. None of us
Probably not
will.
gonna be back.
Execution.
Dan, you live here.
I want to get out of here. I'm terrified.
Well, then move.
It's a little hard to find properties now in Miami.
Listen.
Yeah, we don't have the same problem.
Exactly
Big
right.
Fangio.
How about
Exactly.
561? Let's go.
We're fine, Fangio.
No.
You'll be okay, Dan.
Thanks.
You guys know where I live now. It's hard to find that somewhere in Miami.
Well, you have a waterfall in your house. Of course, you're not going to be able to find that.
And okay, I need to find that.
What do you need a waterfall for?
Fangio and me want to have drinks near my waterfall. If I'm going to invite him over to the house because I need to do some source building, I need to have a waterfall in my house.
Anyways, back to baseball for a second. So here's the thing.
A second.
I'm not worried about. Yeah, that's how long you have to talk about baseball now. You have to just boom, 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 1 second. That's all you can afford to baseball. It's too fast.
We should put you on an 8-second clock with baseball takes.
Well, here's the thing, Dan. This is why I'm worried about it. You know why I'm worried about it? Because it's fine now, but we've lost control. Stugotz and I created this monster, and it's getting away from us. And I can see it right away. Like, I feel like I'm Dr. Frankenstein, and my monster's starting to get out of my control. Or I'm like the Green Goblin doctor, whatever his name is, right? But I don't want to be the bad guy. Yeah.
Or Norman Osborn.
Yeah.
Harry was his son.
This is what always happens, is you have like the mad scientist that comes up with a solution to a problem, and then that solution becomes the problem. And that's where I feel like we're headed right now with baseball.
This is Stugotz. I don't know if you realized in what it is that Billy is lamenting, what's actually happening here. Billy is being denied having a put the kids to bed night with sports because the game's already happening while he's putting his kid to bed, and then it's over. So he can't get a baseball game that feels like put the kids away. It's time for the adults to watch sports. The game's over by the time he starts it.
Can I ask a question, Billy? Why is it taking you from 6:40 to 8:30 put down one child?
Well, no, because that's the whole process of the feeding and then the bathing and then
it is
the
a
putting
process.
to bed. Yeah,
It's not a 2-hour process.
It can
Look at
be.
Amin over here. Big
Bedtime
guy.
What can I say,
Big
man?
daddy over here.
You got 3, man.
Yeah,
Knock
but you're
'em out.
always here. You never have to put your kids to bed.
That's not true. When I'm not here, I got to put them to bed. But actually now I don't because they're grown or more grown than yours. But when they were that age,
Imagine if
wasn't
they
taking
were
me no
this
2 hours.
Well, imagine if baseball was this quick when they were this age. You never would have watched.
Yeah. How old is your daughter, Billy?
She's gonna be 2 at the end of May.
We got to start tightening that up.
No, that's a tough age.
See,
We're
We're approaching tightening up.
We're in
Here's the
sleep
thing.
regression time is the problem.
Oh, yeah.
No, Billy's right. It could range
I'm in
from like
poop
45
No,
minutes to 2 hours.
No,
we're
no.
good. We've regressed. We've
No.
regressed.
The regressions are annoying as shit.
Yeah.
Because my daughter was totally potty trained really good, and then she just pooped in the pool. I don't understand what's happening.
I'm going to tell you right now, Billy, we got to put you on a pitch clock. See, it sounds like it's running too long, and there's a lot of kind of slack in your day. And so I think, just like baseball, need to put you on a
Roy,
clock.
Chris, do you guys have opinions on whether he's taking too long?
Well, I mean, I don't care what their opinions are.
No,
It's
but
not
I'm
going to change
talking-
their
that's
parenting,
me.
to be perfectly
That's
honest.
his
obvious.
kid.
That's why it's taking you 2 hours.
no,
Yeah, geez.
See, if we're talking about just
Guy
putting
talks to Dominique once. He's an expert parent. All of a sudden.
if we're talking about just putting
have
to
a
bed,
kid.
that's a long time. But the whole process, 2 hours, is honestly like bath, dinner, and bedtime. That's honestly a tight.
I know. I don't really stagger it one after another. I do.
You feed her in the bathtub.
Feed her,
Yeah,
feed her in the bathtub.
Yeah, that's no
Feed her in the bathtub. She actually sleeps in the bathtub
Bedtime
too.
story right there.
Yeah.
Kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
3 birds.
Yep.
Yeah.
The reason I'm asking the question, I'm the only one here who has no experience with this, is to see if Chris and Roy agreed with Amin or with you on 2 hours at 2 years old is taking too long. I have no experience, no knowledge with this. I'm too busy
Now you don't know anything? You haven't
drinking around a waterfall with Vic Fangio to have any kids.
Yeah, it took about an hour and a half for Claire when she was 2 years old. Now it's a lot quicker at 5, so thank God.
Yeah, no, and by the way, it gets faster because at some point they do it on their own, and then now you don't have
But
to
then
worry
they
about
poop in the pool.
Well, that's the thing. So, like, what ends up happening is that my wife will read her a story and she'll rock her to sleep, like in a like this chair that she has in the room, and then I do the transfer, and that's why it takes long. Is because I've been sloppy with the transfer lately.
See?
So when I go to do the transfer, it wakes her up, and then she clings to me, and then I can't put her down.
There's always, if you dig a little bit beneath the surface,
It's a
Dano,
transfer issue right
you'll
now.
find
is the
out there's
thing.
some issues. There are. You
Yeah.
got to tighten up that technique.
Shoot, a baton? It's a real.
Look, you know what you need to do? You need to do some, like, what I like to call the Indiana Jones exercise, where you got the idol and you got a bag of sand and you go up. And idle,
You
bag
know-
of sand, up.
And a big boulder comes sneaking down.
This is the problem that I found, Amin, and maybe you can tell me this. So, at first, what would happen is I'd go and I'd pick her up from the chair and I would hold her like this, like she's on her head's on my shoulder, and then I put her down. But in that position, her arms are around me. So then when I go to put her down, she feels the change and she just grabs even tighter, and then I can't put her down. So then I tried to do a thing where I'm going like this, and it's a scoop.
You scoop, yeah?
Yeah, but I'm like scooping like this, holding her, and then I've been bad at another Indiana Jones situation where I'm not putting her down delicately enough. I like put her down, and then she feels the difference, and then and then she just grabs onto me as tight as possible.
You got to be deft, man. You got to go hit the gym, do some workouts here. little
What
deafness
workout would I do to help with this?
I just showed you, like the Indiana.
You'd be
you get a
surprised
bag
at
of
how
sand
much
and
core
an idle
strength can
hook.
help
You
in
have to
this
go to the
spot.
gym for that?
Yeah,
People
bag of sand,
people ignore the
idle
core.
hook.
I've never seen anyone doing bags of sand at the gym like that. with
Because
one
none of
hand.
those people have kids.
Sometimes when the baby's sleeping though, face down on your shoulder, and you transfer them to the bed, there is a brief wake up, but it's really just them like moving around. So what I do sometimes, you hit the floor, you put them down, and then you like literally just fall to the floor laying down. So they're like,
you
so
act dead.
even if they look up, they're like, oh, they're my dad. If like whereas
You have to act
if you're
dead.
standing
Now she's
over
by
them, like
herself.
then they look up
So
and they're
you're
like, oh, I'm
hiding.
awake.
You're hiding from your
Yes.
child. You're
So let me
tricking
show
your
you.
child.
It's a stand up.
Uh-huh.
Like, and then it's like, all right, you stand up for a second, give a couple bounces,
All right,
and
keep
then
going.
you place down gently, and you know there's gonna be a brief wake up. Then you drop.
He's right. You hide / act dead, and then they don't cling to you.
So Billy, to do that one, you got to do some burpees. Burpees are a great exercise because it's the drop very quickly to the ground.
So
And you crawl army style out of the room.
Amin is making sense with the working out situation because what I've had to do.
Sense is being made. Huh?
I then yesterday went back to the chair and then I then tell my wife like I got this, which I don't, but I tell her like I got this, and I sit and I'm rocking her on the chair, and then I'm slowly working my way down the chair, and then I'm holding her in a position friendly to put her down in the bed. And on my knees, I'm slowly rocking and moving forward on the mat on my knees at a pace at which if she opens her eyes, she doesn't notice that we're moving. So I'm moving slowly, slowly, slowly. Then I try to do the put down. And by the third time that I try to do it and it doesn't work, then I just give up. And I'm like, this is, I call my wife.
I'll give you
and I
another
can't do
hint.
it. And then I sit down and the game's over and I missed everything. So it was all for naught.
You use the pillows as kind of like a speed bump that kind of ease into it. So they land on the pillow and then kind of slowly, gently roll down. It kind of acts as a buffer between your arms and the bed.
Billy, forgive me because as interesting as your machinations
I was trying to talk about baseball.
are here. No, but I'm genuinely interested in this, and I'm also interested in your baseball takes about having a really dominant pitcher on your staff who would appear to be the best thing the Marlins have ever put in a uniform.
An icicle.
And I'm distracted by Chris Cody's
What's up?
sophisticated surgical expertise. This is Chris Cody's parenting guide. I believe I'm here for it if it involves videos of you combat rolling out of the room and military style crawling on your elbows to make sure that you don't wake your child while Billy keeps getting fooled by a 2-year-old, getting caught every time because he's not expert enough to get in, get out during the disorientation with the facility that you have.
Chris is just staying low.
I've just noticed that if the kid sees you,
Right.
it's like a
Yes.
trigger of just like, oh, I should be awake right now.
Yes.
Where it's like, if they wake up and they don't see you, they can
Excellent.
they have the moment of, oh, I'm supposed to be asleep right now, back to sleep.
A lot of times when I'm doing this, I'm doing it with my eyes closed in case she wakes up. She
thinks you're
thinks
sleeping.
daddy's asleep. So I'm there and I'm rocking and I'm crawling with my eyes closed, and sometimes I'll bang into like a dresser. I'll do one of those and I hit the dresser, and then the poor baby wakes up with all these bruises on her head, and her mom's like, what happened? I'm like, she must have been sleepwalking again. I don't know.
A lot of deceit is the way that you're going, Chris Cody. Just straight. Have you gotten good at the move that does a quick burpee and gets out of the room, combat rolls and military crawls? Have you gotten good at it all?
Well, I've been out of the burping game for a couple years now.
Burpees.
No, you do burpees.
Oh, I thought you were
No,
talking
you
about
do
burping. I thought
burping.
Dan was
Yeah.
like, like I said, he doesn't have a kid, so I thought he thought we were still
Amazing.
burping our
Chris
kids.
is still doing burpees.
I thought Dan thought I was still
amazing.
burping.
You are,
I'm more likely to
you
burp my
might be
daughter than
if-
do a
look,
burpee.
what I do imagine you as you have combat rolled out of the room, getting up and burping Miller Lite, and then going to the
for
garage
sure.
like your dad
That's
to have
much more
beer.
likely.
96 calories.
But I'm talking about doing a burpee where you fall on the floor.
I don't work out a lot, so I don't know terms.
You're working out to hide from your child and cover her in deceit by way of parenting.
I do 2 reps. I call them the uppy downs.
The uppy downs.
How do we end this?
Need a joke to end it.
We did.
I thought that was it.